if Superman Kal-El was born in the 21st century. It's 2016. Screw them intros, man. Screw the intro. Yo, now I know you have Smallville and other multiple interpretations of the same, mind you, the same Superman storyline, trying to modernize it. But that's not the reality. If Kal-El, if Clark Kent came down in the 21st century, landed, how much different would things be? Astronomically, fundamentally different. Number one, let's look at the young life. Now, for a spaceship to land without the U.S. government or another entity's response would be very unlikely in the 21st century. Let's keep it real. With GPS and everything else, with global positioning, with all this astronomical technology, come on now. Let's keep it real for the people. Come on now. That in of itself is a big thing. And if it landed in the middle of nowhere in Kansas, wherever, you know some government agent's gonna come out and find that job. Or they're gonna be searching. One of the two. Now, if that doesn't happen, and they don't find the boy, the infant, toddler, child, whatever he may be at the time, keep in mind this. Clark Kent, one of two things could happen. If he began to showcase his powers, he could not showcase them in the case of a Superboy situation. He really couldn't. Because the government. One of two things would have happened. Either they would have taken him into custody, or they would have gone for the assassination. Now, here's the thing, man. He may have been strong and powerful, whatever, but he's going to be nerfed, just like Connor Kent, you know, biologically engineered son of both, biologically engineered cloned offspring, however you want to say it, of Clark Kent and Lex Luthor. Okay? Connor Kent was nerfed. And if he's nerfed, not full power, then there's going to be some problems. Depends on what abilities he has, but still, he'll be easier to manage and deal with. Okay? The government will try to bring him in because they're not going to let this potential massive threat to Earth or to the United States, so they say, in the interests of the United States, interests of America. Okay, they're not going to let that happen and be not monitored, or they're going to look to take him out. And listen, especially if kryptonite is the known secret, a kryptonite-laced bullet or blade wouldn't take him out. Especially from an assassin of the level, let's say Deathstroke was of age at the time, or someone of his caliber. I'm just saying. Let's say the abilities of Superman did not reveal themselves too much later. Okay, say high school and then another adulthood, or they slowly, progress. Well, going to college and stuff, it's not too unrealistic. High school, he would have had to be careful of what he did, sports and otherwise, relationships. But as far as a job, definitely not the newspaper report. Not a large, no, it wouldn't have worked. Too much time, requirements and otherwise. Now, if it's a small local paper or a webzine, web newspaper, may be very interesting. Kal-El being a blogger, very, very interesting. Kal-El being a blogger would be really cool, actually. Travel blogger or whatever else, that'd be really cool. And it would account for him being able to travel and go wherever he needed to, if not simply in the city. He couldn't have had a situation with Lois Lane. Look, too much facial recognition, everything. He couldn't just gone with a simple, change of clothes. Nah, that ain't gonna work. He'd have to be extra careful in this day and age of and then people taking photos and videos, posting on Instagram and other social media. Oh hell no. He would have to change up completely. Also, his ideology would be completely different from any of the 4 to 5 canon versions of Superman. I say 4 to 5 because it depends if you want to include New 52 in it. The issues with New 52, I'm not even going to address that once again. But anyways, in the Golden Age Superman, okay, he was very much law-abiding. He was very much about the law and quite apathetic to the welfare of criminals. That definitely would not be 21st century Kal-El. Okay. And I don't even know if I'll address whether Kal-El, the alien tech or whatever, because that almost is irrelevant. He finds that stuff later, cool, whatever. He finds out more about his history, cool, whatever. It's still not going to affect or change who he is, because that's pretty much how Superman works. At least later versions of Superman. So, he ain't gonna be this law-abiding, hard-nosed to get the criminal. He ain't gonna be that Boy Scout American way nonsense of the Silver Age. Yes, I called it. Because it's truth, justice, and American way. Truth and justice may still apply, but that the American way, get that out of here. He ain't gonna be all over the place mentally like he was in the Bronze Age. Modern era, it just depended on the right. Like, modern era had too much going on. Like, too much outside of Kal-El to develop Kal-El. Even though he's the most consistent, at the same time, you could argue to say his character wasn't at times the most developed. So, it's hard to say what in the world modern era Superman really does. It really depends on which version of modern era. The artist's interpretation of Kal-El, okay, because there's just too much. And then New 52 is on some other stuff that I don't even want to address. 21st century Kal-El. 21st century Kal-El, how would he be? I think he would be a bit simple. I think he wouldn't be as quick to jump into action. I'm not saying he wouldn't look to save. I think he would honestly be a bit anarchistic. I think, you could say, well, you wouldn't be American. 21st century Kal-El, especially knowing his, who he is, and if he's done any research or history, may not exactly be siding with the U.S. It doesn't mean he's going to completely, go and be revolutionary. But you can expect a more anti-hero approach than honestly a hero. I think the 21st century would have made Superman a much more complex psychological character. I really do. It would have made him not so archetypal. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Archetypal. Okay. 21st century Superman. In fact, I don't even think he would have developed as much power, because he would have limited for different reasons. He wouldn't have honestly gotten involved in that many conflicts. It wouldn't have done any benefit because he would have constantly had to deal with the government. In the 21st century, especially in this age of the quote-unquote war on terrorism, they're going to view him. They're going to view him as such. It's a beautiful example if you know the X-Men in the Marvel Universe. Similar situations. This dude would get hounded. Also, the Incredible Hulk in the Marvel Universe. It would be more of that situation. Would they, somewhat trying to team up? Sure, but is Kal-El going to trust him? Not if he's intelligent. So, Kal-El will be put in a very, not just awkward, a very perilous situation. Especially if he's got to fight villains, but he's also got to be concerned about going head-to-head with the U.S. government. While he may be able to wreck them, he doesn't know what resources, because they're going to be gunning for him. So now he's going to have an increased amount of villains, increased amount of antagonists coming at him. He would live a very lonely existence. In fact, he would probably have to move out of the States eventually. Where he would go, who knows? Maybe he builds his fortress of solitude. Maybe that's the reason he builds his fortress of solitude. And maybe he just watches as a guardian of the earth origin of Superman. I don't think it's a grand one. I'm not trying to say it's a very, cold and callous one, but it is not a happy existence, at least on this planet in the 21st century. And in fact, it'd be much different than even the Soviet landing Superman, because at least the government would be backing him. The government ain't gonna be backing the Superman, guaranteed. Unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts about what would happen if Kal-El would land in the 21st century, how it would affect the story, how it would affect the character, how it would affect your overall impression and liking of the character. Alright, y'all, have a beautiful day.